Yo,
Yo,
what is up, everybody? What is going on? Welcome to Terahash Tuesdays with Hawk and King. What's going on, guys? We're trying to
what's up,
start this,
everybody?
I guess podcast, as you want to call it, with me and Hawk here. So I think it's going to get really interesting. It's just going to be a casual, AMA, crypto kind of talk, because we've been doing a lot of stuff in the scene lately. Maybe you guys might have some questions, or maybe you guys need help troubleshooting stuff. So yeah, what's going on, guys? Can you talk, Hawk, to make sure I got you, man?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah.
Got me? We're
Yep,
good?
we're good.
Cool. I was afraid to say anything while we were waiting during the waiting period. I was like, I turned my mic off and I'm like, let me turn it on, make sure. But yeah, man, this is cool, bro. I know it's been something we've been talking about for a while now. We wanted to do something, for the more for the newer miners, people that have been probably mining for about just under a year, like me. And how long you been mining, King? King, you've been mining for
Almost
how long now?
almost 2 years.
Almost
Almost,
2 years. So yeah,
yep.
like so I think in the playbook, I think we're still considered amateur level, right? I mean, but I don't like to think that running a business, but truth be told, I mean, given some of the bigger people in the industry, like Bitsby Trippin and Panda and all those guys, like compared to them, we're amateurs. So, why not get a perspective from guys who've been doing it, a short time? And, I started mining in 2022. So, a lot of people are starting to mine too. So they might have questions about that. So, you know what I mean? Even 2 years ago when you did it, I mean, you've overcome tons of hurdles, right? I mean, come on, like look at all
Yeah,
the stuff that
yeah.
you've overcome.
Yo, dude, I've done all kinds of stuff. I started off mining on a gaming PC because I've been a gamer forever, but I was really skeptical. I'm like, dude, can you make real money doing this? And so I had a Sapphire Pulse 5600 XT, and I just started. I did like anybody else. I mined on NiceHash just to give it. I just
Right.
wanted just to test it, to even see if this is real, right? Does this really work, and whatever. I was watching, Red Panda mining videos and stuff like that. So he he,
Right.
he was the first one I watched. Him, and I like the early Vosk coin stuff. I don't watch Vosk anymore because he's not really a miner, but um I started off with that,
And he
and
went a
then I
little
started off
corporate.
with one rig. I
Right.
bought a rig like a month later, and I just kept turning those profits, and just I got, another motherboard, another power supply, and it just like snowballed into, like, I think I'm like at 109 GPUs now,
Hmm.
or no, wait, I just bought 8 more last night, so I think I'm like at 117.
I know, bro. It's crazy. Like, I just, it's funny is I haven't unloaded your boxes yet. Still have them in the car. Um, but I'm gonna get them in and get your R8s ready to deploy tonight. So that's gonna be fun. But did you test these already? I'm not sure. I don't remember. You tested
No,
these, right?
those ones I bought brand new from
Oh,
Amazon.
they're brand new, so we
They're
gotta test them.
brand
Okay.
brand new. There's one box I opened just because I wanted to look at it before I shipped it to you, just because I wanted
Right.
to see what they look like. But other than that, yeah, all the other ones are all sealed up. So let's
Right.
see
Okay.
what's
So
going
I'll make
on.
sure we test them all.
I guess we could like check out everybody who's all in the chat right now. We got Austin, Blake Jones, we got Chump, we got Harold. Harold, dude, if you DM me in Discord, man, I'll give you the next 24 hours, okay? Because you didn't DM me from the previous hash rate giveaway, I'll still give it to you, dude, just to do it. Um, we have No Excuse, we have Rude Puts, we have Sean, we have the Travelers Travel, Tizen, and Wealth Talks. That's who it says all the participants are. So I think I got everybody. So
I can't
thanks
believe
everybody for
Austin.
showing up.
I can't believe Austin won that hash rate giveaway, dude. Austin was my first customer here at the hosting facility,
Nice, man,
and
nice.
he's been engaged in everything that we do, man. So he comes over here, he helps out, like he likes to come here and work on his rig, so it's completely cool with me, So he comes and he just like, hey man, I'm gonna go put some GPUs in my stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. So I pull it off the shelf and he just does it and I put it back on the shelf. That's it,
He
So
got
he
some
and
free
he likes to
labor
get
right now.
engaged. Huh? What happened?
So hey, if you guys have questions or whatever, man, like let me know. But how about
Yeah,
this?
let
How
us know,
about
guys.
what was let's just start it off with if there was a decision you made so far in your mining adventure that you could take back that maybe you thought was money not well spent. Oh, besides that one, besides the one that
Yeah, I
we
was
were
about to
talking
say,
about.
you want to touch a sore subject right
No,
now?
no, no. Besides
This
that
guy.
one, but actually, you know what I'm saying? Something that
I know.
um like maybe bad GPU purchases, you know, overspending or what, you know, any of those things. Um,
Well, oh man. Well, when I first started mining, I started mining Flux. Flux was the first thing I started mining, and I remember having like my very first video. I mean, was like eight. I had like what was it? It was eight 3060s, you know, the regular 3060s by MSI, and I had two 3070 Ti's, and I was mining Flux, and I just, you know, I mean, I guess it wasn't a bad purchase. I don't know. I really don't have any like. I guess buying those RX 580s for $200 a pop that you told me wasn't really such a good idea. You know, I think was probably one of the bad purchases, and they did come down. They came down like $100. Like, you know, like if I'd have waited, I'd have saved, you know, $1,000. But uh, I would say I wasted a lot of money just constantly like learning everything. Like I bought motherboards and risers, and then I bought all these risers from Mike from GPU risers just to go into Octominer cases. Like all these frames, all this stuff. Like I have tons of stuff, you know, and so I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's a waste because what you would pay for in an education anyway to learn all this stuff would probably be the same, I guess.
okay.
I don't know. But maybe that's for me. What about you, bro? I mean, what did you waste money on? You
I'm gonna
definitely wasted money. Like
so
we both
far
did.
so far my only experience that I think I've wasted money on is that damn mining tent. Don't if
Yeah.
anybody's thinking about doing a mining tent and like if you have over 50 GPUs, don't do the mining tent. It is so much work and so much money to sit there and buy all these fans, and it's really hard to get the airflow to actually move over the cards, right? Because the portholes aren't in the correct places. So the grow tents are terrible for crypto mining. Do not
Right.
buy them. I have it up in my garage, and I would give the damn thing away, but I don't want to pay the shipping cost because it weighs a lot.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm probably just gonna put it on offer up or Facebook and just list it for free or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. When I was new, you know, mining Flux, like I didn't know anything. Like when I first started mining, I didn't know anything about mining. So like, you know, you do some like the first video I ever watched was Seb Heslow. And Seb was talking about mining Flux. And like so that's why I did that the first time. Then obviously I moved everything to Ethereum once I gained a little bit more knowledge. But yeah, man, wasting money, I don't man, my God, bro. I probably wasted tons of money. And you know, it's funny because talking about wasting money, you know, I did that number tonight, you know, finding out like exactly what I spent. And oh my God, bro, I just want to throw up. Like it's just it's terrible. So I don't even want to talk about it. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you know, some of the lessons though, I think, you know, maybe just my Grow 10 experience in particular is something that you have to experience yourself. You know what I mean? Like I
Right.
probably with all the duct work and the fans and the tent, dude, that's like easily $1,500, 2 grand that I just pissed away, and I don't even use it. I don't even use it at all anymore. So
Right.
it's just money just sitting in my garage right now, and so you know there is a few things that you can try. You know, for anybody who's trying to try a grow tent, if I was you, I would buy the ones that are really short, right? Like under 4 feet tall, you know, like the 3 foot ones or whatever, and cram like 2 rigs in it and maybe work it that way if you're like in an apartment and you only got a couple rigs. If you're trying to work it like on like the Mining King or Chump Change level, you will have difficult times and you will need a lot of fans to get enough air to be able to cool it down, especially if you're in a hot state like myself. So it's just Yeah, it's been hard learning some of the things about airflow. I learned a lot about the CFM and airflow, and not like necessarily needing cooler air, but having more CFM to actually exchange the heat through the heat sinks over the cards. So learning
Right.
about data
CFM is
centers and how they
everything.
manage that has been really helpful.
Right. CFM is everything. Like, you know, am I coming in a little low?
I can turn you up. Go ahead.
No, no, I'm just no. It's me. It's on my end. I didn't know. I lowered my mic because it was just loud in my ear. Um, CFM is everything. Like, a lot of people are like, "Oh, how do you keep a warehouse full of, over 200 GPUs? How do you keep it cool?" And honestly, it's just moving the air. Like, just move the air. Like, bring air in, push air out. Create that effect. And everybody's like, "Oh, I need AC." No, you don't need AC. That's one thing I learned. That was okay. So that was probably the biggest thing I spent that I didn't need was a 3.5 ton AC in my garage. It was completely unnecessary. And you got to remember for every 1 watt that you produce, it's 3.5 BTUs of heat, right? For every 1 watt. That's the math. So when you think about it, if you run, 2,000 watts, I'm bad at math. I don't know what it is.
What'd you say it was it 3.5?
It's 3.5 BTUs of heat
So that's
for 1 watt.
that's like 7,000 BTUs that you have to remove.
Right. That you have to remove or overpower.
Right.
Right. Well, in my garage, I'm running like 2 gigahash at the before I moved here. So it's like I got a 3 ton AC in there, and it still was getting hot. I still couldn't get it below like 78 degrees, 79 degrees in the garage, and so it was just a waste of money. It was a complete waste of money. It does up the value of my house putting a separate AC unit in the garage, for moisture and stuff. It does help the value, but it still was a waste.
Yeah, exactly. If you guys
You
have
know.
any questions though about, for anything, man, just add us in the chat. Well, this is just an AMA. We're kind of just giving you guys some of the pitfalls of, our mining experience right now and stuff like that. Um, there's one thing I think a lot of new people who get into mining, besides CFM, is probably the electrical. I think a lot of people
Yeah.
get really confused on the electrical, right? They're like, "Oh man, I could put this 2,000 watt server PSU or 1,200 watt server PSU on this 120 outlet and I'll be fine." Well, a lot of
No.
people, like in a lot of my videos when I'm telling them about, like the rigs I'm running, you guys really need to watch like what else is on that, on that breaker. Maybe you got like a mini fridge on there, a TV, right? Maybe it's in another room and your mom stays in that room, right? She has an AC in the room, you know what I mean? That breaker's gonna be tripping all the time. So being a miner is also, I think, being a little bit of an electrician, right? To some degree,
I
depending
think
upon
a
how
lot of
much of your own, stuff you want to run.
right, right. I think a lot of people underestimate the electrical infrastructure. I mean, whether you're mining, I mean, when I was mining at home, I had 6 240 outlets installed in my garage with dedicated breakers, all 20 amps, right? And then eventually it just got so damn big that the breakers were starting to kick because like there's other stuff that were attached to some of the ones I already had, and then I had to add new ones, and it was just your house is single phase, so the load is heavy. And there's just tons of things that I learned, like even through this past experience, what we were talking about that, with the last electrician, the new guy that I got, he's such a cool dude, man. He's really helping me out, and he's teaching me everything. He goes, and he's Jamaican, so he's really funny. He's really cool, nice guy. And it's just like he goes, man, this is how you have to do it. And I'm just like, and he's teaching me how to do it, which I thought was really, really cool. And you learn like Crypto Shape, man. Like Crypto Shape, he knows how to do all that. You know what I mean? So he probably saves himself tons of money. I mean, obviously, I'm not telling anybody to. This is not do yourself electrical advice. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Like hire an electrician, okay? But there are certain small things I think that eventually, once you gain enough knowledge, you can learn and do yourself. Not electrical advice.
Yeah, like that.
I'm
Not
not
electrical
condoning it.
advice.
Contact a licensed electrician. So,
Chump, I don't know how long my beard is in millimeters. Get out of here. Quit trolling me. All right. And then you have a
Wealth
question
Talks.
from Wealth
Yep.
Talks, I think, Hawk.
Yeah, Wealth Talks. What do you think of crypto mining stocks? You mean like the mining companies, their stocks? I assume that's what he means. Um, I don't. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I know Hut 8 is a public company, and their stock seems to be doing okay. I'm not really into stocks as much as like, you know who the person to ask, honestly, it would be DJ Mines. I mean, he's the guy that follows the market. Like I invest in stocks and stuff. I have a couple portfolios, but more like long-term holds. But I mean, mining is going to be, especially hosting companies, mining is going to be profitable, guys. Like in my opinion, not financial advice, obviously, but mining is going to be profitable in the future. Everybody's a lot of my clients too. I get this question a lot. If Ethereum merges, which I still don't think they will. Excuse me. Uh, if Ethereum merges, what am I going to do with all my rigs? I'm stuck in a contract. I said, well, I mean, listen, man, like we could work something out if something happens. If you got to pull your rigs, but maybe we'll work on the electrical price and stuff like that. Because I don't want to force somebody to stay if it's not profitable. You know what I mean? I mean, at that point, what are we doing, right? But I don't know. I mean, stocks, crypto mining stocks. I mean, I'd have to do a little bit more research into that. I'd be
Yeah. I'm not sure how I
curious to
feel
know how
about
they
that either.
perform.
I think that's kind of like centralizing it a little bit. So I'm not sure if I would be into all the stock options. I guess I don't know. I'd have to
Uh,
research
I
it.
mean, I mean, Hut 8, man. I correct me if I'm wrong. I think they had like 6,000 GPUs running at one point. Like they are a massive company with like massive funding. I mean, some crazy number like that. I think they had. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on it, but they're just insane. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look into it. But DJ Mines would be a good person to ask. He's very knowledgeable in the stock market. He's been very successful in the stock market as well.
Yeah,
So
DJ he's definitely going to be your guys' stock guy. He knows a lot about the stocks business. I
he
am
does. He's a
definitely that is
very
not
smart
a
person.
strong suit. That's not even a weak suit of mine. I have a financial advisor for a reason.
Right.
I don't do it at all. So
It's
you're just
good to have though. Like I know like now there's mining, like you can mine straight to like a crypto like Roth. Like you can mine straight to a portfolio. One of my customers actually uh because he avoids paying tax. He avoids paying the tax if he has me host his rigs and they mine to his retirement account. Don't ask me how. I don't know how that works.
well,
But
okay.
apparently
So
he avoids it.
no, well, so he avoids some of the tax. So you might want to tell him this. It might be different in his state, but from the
Right.
crypto tax, I've researched quite a bit of it. So yes, you can avoid the capital gains tax from mining
Okay.
to your directly to your 401k, but he still has to pay tax on when he mines it. So he pays taxes on when it's mined. Like he has to pay
Right.
taxes on, let's say you get, we'll just say like a rough example, $100, right? He has to pay taxes on the $100 he mined. But when he goes to like sell it eventually in his retirement, right? Then he doesn't pay capital gains on that. That's you avoid some taxes, but he will still have to pay taxes when it's mined. Not financial advice. I gotta get that right there.
Yeah, not financial advice. But yeah, I mean, so he does that and he told me that's how he works it. So I was like, all right, cool. Like whatever works better for you, like I mean, the majority of my customers, like I have one pretty big client and he's got 16 rigs over here now. And he just is like, he's like, listen, man, like I don't care about the merge, I don't care about none of that. I'm just, mining to hold everything. And I'm like, wow, okay, cool. Like, I mean, so I think the majority of people in the mining game, I think the majority of people are going to mine through the merge or don't care about it because eventually something's going to come back around, right? Like it's inevitable, whether it's
It's
Flux, whether it's Ergo, whether ETC takes a lot of it, or whatever. I get a lot of crap from people because everybody's always like, oh, the merge is happening, bro. They set a date, they set a block. It's going to happen, man. You're going to be wrong. Well, when it happens, you can say, I told you so. Based on their prior history and their behavior, I don't think it's going to happen.
we
I just
won't
don't.
get into that tonight, all right? But Rude
I'm
puts
just saying.
to let you know what you need to do is you need to have the 401k set up the wallet. Like everything has to be run through like your IRA or your 401k. That way you can avoid the capital gains tax. But
Your
that
IRA.
being said, if it goes into a 401k or IRA, right, you can't just like openly exchange it like you would with regular wallets, right? Because then you're going to have to pay penalties, right? Because you're obviously cashing it out before your retirement age.
KiiNG, we just got rated by DJ Mines' live stream.
Oh yeah, there we go. Nice.
What's up, guys?
Nice.
Thank you for coming, DJ. DJ, I don't know if you're in here, man, but if you're in here, thanks for shouting it out. I just wanted to send you that message just to let you know I didn't know what time you were going past. But that's great, man. Thank you.
Thanks, DJ, man. Thanks for the hookup, dude. What's up, New England? Hopefully, a little teaser here.
Oh.
Hopefully, we can get New England on the show next week. We plan on
Yeah, we want to get New England, yeah.
lots of miners on the show, all different types of miners on here. We're trying to focus more on miners who are maybe new to the scene, up and coming miners, maybe some miners you've never heard of before who are in our community. So
KiiNG, I got a question for you about this. This is our first episode. Like, we're gonna make this a big thing, right? So, are we gonna do like episode 1 on yours, episode 2 on mine, and kind of go back and forth?
yeah, that's
Like, what do you think about the idea? It's a good idea. Can we kind of spread the love between the channels?
yeah. I was
That's
was my goal was to split it between me and you, go back and
sweet,
forth. So
sweet. Yeah, I figured
next
that's what
Tuesday,
it was.
will be on the Hawk Crypto Mining channel. So
Nice.
we're just gonna pass it back and forth that way. Both of us get some love from the YouTube gods.
Yep. And I just monetized, so it's great. You know what I mean?
Nice, man. Congrats.
Dude, shout out to Tech Shinji. He was the first person to send me a super chat. So, and like I know him. I don't know Tech Shinji too well. I've talked to him a couple times, but big shout out. And where were my friends? Where were my friends on my first
sorry, I did
monetized live stream? Where were you? You broke my heart, Fredo. You broke my heart, man. You broke my heart.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I was doing stuff last night. My bad.
It's all good, man. I'm just kidding.
So for everybody who's just joining in here, all right, me and Hog plan on having this every Tuesday. Plan on bringing in new miners. This is mostly for, maybe not just for new people, but, we plan on like sharing some of our downfalls, stuff we've been through, troubleshooting rigs, and stuff like that. We might try doing maybe with some people. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, just add us in the chat. We'll try to get to them.
Oh my God. Chump is trolling me a little bit. He's like, you stream at midnight. But bro, we had 60 people in there last night. 62, I think I topped out. I think that was the most I've ever had in a live stream. And right now, KiiNG, we're at 67.
Nice.
So that's,
man.
that's it's awesome. And everybody just jumped in. We were hanging out, and I really enjoy spending time with you guys on lives, and I have a great time doing it. And I was so tired too. I'm like, oh God, I got to record a video now. I worked all day. Like, I'm just gonna go live, man. Like I want to do something. Like, and it's really cool, man. I really enjoy spending time with everybody in the community.
So if there's a GPU in your farm, Hawk, that you dislike right now, that you like, I would just sell and get rid of this thing. I hate it. What would it be?
A 3090.
3090?
Yeah, they're just. I know you worked on them, but I'd sell them. I'd buy two. I'd either buy two 6700 XTs, or I would buy two 3070 Founders Editions. You still get more hash for better efficiency when you put it together. I mean, you lose a little bit of the space, obviously, but that's what I would get.
Was this Asa Cisco? I can't read that quite. Is that what it is? He asked me a question about the 3080s and 3090s. Actually, I have repadded my own 3080 for the Win 3s, and I did not use thermal putty. So here's a little tip, and I don't know, and I'm probably gonna have to test it still on my 3080s. So I had bought some with Hawk, some Nvidia ones, right, and then I bought two more EVGA for the Wins, right. One of them that I got from B Stock was running kind of hot. So what I did was I only changed the pads on the memory chips, and I left all that other crap on there. And that thing has been just running perfectly. So if I was most of you, I would only replace the pads that are on the chips. Those are only going to be the ones that have been like abused, you know what I mean, as far as heat. In my opinion, at least in all the cards I've torn apart with GDDR6X. I would say just replace the memory and just forget everything else. And I mean,
I did the same thing.
Yeah, it just works out way better. You don't need to repad everything. It's not necessary. I mean, if you tear a little something, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, you could fix the little spot you tore, but I wouldn't bother with it.
I had a 3070 Ti, the EVGA, and I did the video, and you guys can check out how I did it if you want. Where I used the GPU riser 2mm pads, which were not technically the right size. They were supposed to use 2.5, but I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to try it, and it worked great. I mean, it dropped the memory down on the 3070 Ti almost 22C on the memory. Like it was running at like 106. It was crazy, and I got it down to like 82, 84. I mean, it bounces up and down depending on temperature, but it's great. And the GPU riser ones, man, they're awesome. Guys, check out Mining King. I think he has an affiliate link as well. Check it out, gpurisers.com. Use the link. They make great products, great risers, great. I mean, it's just a quality company. So I use all their stuff. GPU Risers is a sponsor of the Mining King and Halt Crypto Mining. So guys, definitely check out if you need hardware or you need anything. I highly, highly recommend their thermal pads.
Yeah, their thermal pads are really, really good. I think I did a video. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to go look. But where I just briefly went over these GPUs, and they were actually, I believe they were 3080s. For the Wins, they were both of them down there. So one of them, if he opened that server case right now, will have white thermal pads, right? Because those are the medical grade GPU riser ones. And then if you look down the other one, it's going to have green critical ones. They're both the same size and everything. But here's the difference is the temperature on the critical pads, even though the GPU wasn't performing badly, it was like at I don't know, 92 or 90 on the memory. It only dropped it down to 88. And the GPU riser ones, that one was it was like 102, 104, and it dropped it down to 78.
Wow. Yeah, see, and a lot of people ask me, they're like, well, when you say medical grade, what do you mean by that? Well, the medical equipment, and I said this in a couple of videos, the medical equipment that we use in hospitals, are all basically computers, like heart monitors, all that stuff that are needed in ICUs and stuff. And this equipment cannot overheat because people's lives may be depending on it. And the fact that, GPU Risers did the research on this and actually gets it from the same manufacturer that puts thermal pads in these machines and uses it for GPUs. I mean, dude, the amount of research that probably went into that was probably crazy. And guys, I'm telling you, 22C on my 3070 Ti. I do have a question from Woo Doggies. Have you looked into immersion cooling for your warehouse operation? I did. I actually ordered an immersion tank. And I waited 3 months and it never showed up, and I got a refund. So, pretty much that's what happened there. I had a client make me an offer. Actually, he's wants to put an immersion tank in here. Actually, he mentioned it the other night, and just a small one, like right up against this wall back here. So I'd have to move some stuff around. He asked me if I can do it for him, and I said, yeah, I mean, of course. And so I might be getting one anyway for GPUs. So he said he's got a company that's making a new product that they're going to allow him to test and stuff. So we might have some really good content coming really soon. So hopefully, whenever that comes through, I'll let you guys know.
That'll be cool, man. I was thinking about just, why don't you just find an old swimming pool, like a public one, and just do immersion that way and just throw everything in the swimming pool.
Right. Exactly. Right. Like you just make a giant like mineral oil, like just dump. I mean, but listen, the heat still has to move. Like common misconception here, like a lot of people think that immersion tanks are just, you dip it and you leave. Like that's not the way it works. The heat still has to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, it's the laws of thermodynamics. So anyway, this new system is supposed to just be self-contained. And I don't know how it's gonna work, but Rude Puts just asked the question, why you have Octominers then, Hawk, the Mining King, and not the GPU Riser 1?
I think he's
we
referring
do own
to the R8s, but actually, so Rude Puts, so actually, I have rigs coming from the other place I was being hosted from, right? They're being shipped down to Hawk. They're being transported there eventually, probably within the next couple of weeks. Those are Octominers, but all of my cases down at Hawks they're all R8s, and actually I have 6. So I have all R8s down there at Hawks place. I do have Octominers and R8s, so I got both. And I know Hawk has both too.
Yeah, I do. I have both. Obviously, I bought Octominers way before I even got that much involved in the community. And, after, I met GPU Risers and, Chump Change got me really involved in everything and introduced me to all these people is when I started, using other products, right? Because you learn from other people. So right now at my hosting facility, if I am maxed out currently, by the way, guys, I have no more room for anybody.
What?
I'm all maxed out. No, well, your spots are already been, reserved because you're obviously got things in transit. But I just had somebody drop off 14 Octominers, like X12s. So I'm tapped right now. I don't have any more room. We still got to run a little bit more power. We're going to be all finished this week. But even at the next facility, which we're looking at now, we're probably going to be open in about a month or two. For customers, I offer an incentive. So if you buy the GPU Riser R8 case and you say you're using it for Hawk Crypto Mining Warehouse, I waive the administration fee for hosting, which could save people a lot of money, especially through the bear run. So, that's the deal that I have with GPU Risers. So, if you guys are interested and you want to reserve spots for the new place, let me know. We'll work some out. Go to my channel. Send me an email.
Draco Nightwalker. Actually, GPU Risers has more than just 2mm pads. Maybe that's what they have in stock, but
they have all sizes. All sizes in stock. I know because I have them.
Yeah,
all sizes in stock.
They go from like either a 0.5 mil to 3/4, all the way up to I think 3 is what I think.
Yeah, it goes from a 0.5 mil all the way to I think 3.5. I want to say. I think I don't know. I'd have to make I could find out. I could find out. Let me see. I think it goes all the way up to 3. I think it's maybe stop at 3.
And Grant, just to let you know, some of the GDDR6X cards do display memory. I don't remember, like the A2000s, I know they do. I think 2080 Ti's do. There's a couple of them that do have memory sensors, so not all cards from GDDR6 will display their memory temperatures.
So I just to get a text back, 3 is the biggest size.
Oh. Hit up this thing. All right, cool, nice.
Yep. We did actually pretty good, man. We sold. We maxed out quick, King. Like that. Like we sold like 30 cases in like 2 weeks.
That's
Like
insane, dude.
it went so fast. I couldn't even believe it. I honestly didn't think that. I'm thinking, okay, we're in a bear market. Maybe people need to, when I'm going to get a few customers here and there. Like I didn't think like I was going to get bombarded. And then Yeti said something so funny, and pardon me here, but he goes, "What did you think when you put out a video that says send me your GPUs?" Like, so it was just it was hysterical. It was like the funniest thing, and I was like, I just didn't like. Everybody was showing love. Everybody's hitting me up, and we're gonna do a second facility. It's coming. It's coming. I just have to.
Nice, man.
You're gonna fly out here, right? Like, I'm gonna need your help. Probably get the second facility up and going. So
I'll
and
go
then
out there, dude. I'll go out.
Yeah,
there.
and then Vistang still wants to meet you and talk about everything. So
the Mining King Business Solutions is always open.
Please contact the Mining King Business Solutions between the hours of 9 and 4 p.m. every other Thursday.
All right, man. Chump, man. We'll catch you later, dude. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. And,
later, bro.
We're probably gonna adjust the time on this stream, right? This is something
we are. Yeah,
we've been talking about doing this, and we decided just to do it today, right now. So we'll
Dude,
probably
81
do it a
people.
little bit earlier, because we also know that one of our Misfit people usually streams later in the evening, which I think he's still on vacation. So Teaspoon usually streams right now, but so we'll be on earlier before him, so we could raid him and stuff like that and show him support.
Right. Yep. And DJ asked a question. He asked, sorry, where was it? He says, Terahash the name of the So we just came up with this tonight. Like, KiiNG actually came up with it. So, like,
don't give me
coming up with some funny names.
Don't give me the credit unless it's a hit. Otherwise, don't put my name in there.
So Vistang from GPU Risers says hello to everyone. So shout out to GPU Risers, guys. I mean, like I said, great company. The customer service is great. And if you need any help with anything, I have a direct contact. So if you need support or anything, let me know. If you can't get in touch with them for whatever reason, you could always hit me up. Yeah, we were going through the name, and no, but you came up with it, bro. It's yours. You crowned it. No pun intended. Like, crowned it. So let's see. I got a question.
Hopefully, I think we're going to stick with this name, and because it goes with Tuesday. We were thinking of something to go with Tuesday, and there was nothing else that we could come up with. I think that really.
It's pretty good though. Terahash Tuesday.
Yeah.
And like KiiNG said, to piggyback off of what you said, KiiNG. Like, we don't want to. We have mad respect and mad love for Teaspoon, and the only reason why we're doing this tonight is because he's on vacation. So if we end up staying on Tuesday, we're going to do it significantly earlier than him, and then we're probably going to end right around when he starts. So we'll do the raid and move everybody over, like you said. We do have a question, or I have a question. Ace Satisco, I think is his name. I can't pronounce it. Sorry if I butchered that. So with the hosting, do we still manage our Hive settings, etc., or do you have all the maintenance as well? Well, yes, you do see you do see everything, but I do handle everything. Me, Yeti, and KiiNG also manages some of the rigs, and mine included. And what we do is we have a 24-hour monitoring. So basically, you give us access to your Hive account, which we require advanced access, and we can set up rigs, and we overclock for you. So my goal with the hosting business, and I'm sorry, KiiNG, I just want to answer this real quick. My goal with the hosting business is to make it completely autonomous. Like, you send your rigs, you plug them in, and we'll make sure you get the maximum hash for the best efficiency. Obviously, you can change and do whatever you like. It's not mine, it's yours. But we're also working on a portal. Actually, KiiNG was the test dummy for the new portal system that we have.
I like that. And dummy right there. Okay.
He was the test dummy for it, and where customers will be able to log in, You'll see an actual picture of your rig. You'll see pictures of the GPUs that were put in that rig. All the serial numbers are going to be involved. Like everything's accounted for. You can request a repair ticket. You can even have a power cycle option. If you can't do it via Hive, you can do it via the software, which is going to be really cool. So we're going to integrate that with the PDUs and all the other stuff that we're doing. So it's going to be really cool. We're still working on it. It's not done. We're still in our infancy here. We're going to take hosting to another level and offer a more concierge type service with hosting where you have nothing to worry about. We have insurance, we have everything the way we need it. And you can rest assured that you have a crypto miner in one of the biggest crypto mining communities. Everybody's involved looking after your stuff, so you're going to get the maximum hash rate, best efficiency.
That's nice, man, dude. It's going to be amazing. Can't
Yeah,
wait to
it's
get
gonna
that,
be good.
data center, 100,000 square foot warehouse.
Oh, dude, from your lips to God's ears, man. Oh my gosh. But it also, it's like, yeah, I want to do that. Right. And you're talking like major corporation stuff where, I started in my garage and from where I'm at now, it's just like, it's warp speed, man. I kind of just want to get this place up and going. And then once this place is up and going, we'll focus on the other unit. But now with that situation with the electrician, I'm kind of put between a rock and a hard place right now. And I'm going to have to kind of do two at once. So, but hey, it's all good. It's all love. I'll get through it, get over the hump. As this thing told me, you're almost over the hump, man. You're almost over the hump. You're going to get it. So, it was a rough week, though.
We got a question here from David MC, and okay, so first off, no, I don't know what size to use on a Radeon 7, and you better be damn careful if you taking apart a Radeon 7. All right, because you could code 43 that thing. Just remember that the memory is stacked on the die. So, you just do it at your own risk, all right? I wouldn't take it apart. I'd mind it till the wheels fell off, but that's just me.
So I have a question for everybody in the chat right now. We have 83 people watching. This is awesome. Thank you guys for sticking around.
Dang, nice, man. Heck yeah.
Not bad, right? So thanks, Sean. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. So question for everybody in the chat. How would you, if you were to send your rigs to a hosting facility, right? How would you feel if the hosting facility went live maybe once a week and did like a customer support slash, GPU maintenance kind of like tutorial thing? Would you feel that that's maybe a more personal? Because here's my thing, like I grew up in business, right? And I want my customers to know that I'm accessible. Because a lot of these mining places, I did the research prior to doing this, and a lot of these places, like they don't even give you any love. Like it takes you days to get back from customer support, the emails. Like they just basically give you a slot and an Ethernet cord. Like they don't maintenance your stuff. So would you guys pay a little more to have that service? Like, would you do that? Would you like going live and having the guy who's handling everything, talk to you guys one-on-one? Would that give people more comfortability?
Are you saying like a live one-on-one session, like in a Discord
call? No,
like
we go live.
You, like right now, like
let's say,
and you you would just clean my stuff and I could talk to you while you're doing it or whatever, something like. Is that what you're kind of thinking?
Maybe it could be maybe something like that. Like obviously, if I have to repad and repaste or clean anything, that's got to be a separate charge because of the sales tax laws here in Florida. That's what so if you want to pay to get your GPUs repadded and repasted.
We have RPM in the house. Thank you, Mr. RPM, for showing up, man. We got Panda here.
So I sent Panda his shirt today. So hopefully he gets that soon. I put the Canadian flag Panda, on it too.
Did you open that box yet, dude? Come on, man, you're killing me right now. That would be really cool though, to have like I guess like a one-on-one consultation, I guess, while people are maintaining or doing things to your rigs or whatever. That'd be kind of nice.
Yeah, like I want people to feel that, hey, like it's not just some company, you know what I mean? I'm sending it to a crypto miner who knows about the industry and understands that, about overclocking, and he works with some of the best in the industry and all that other stuff. Like I want to express confidence. Um,
Oh,
so
I'm
so
sorry,
this is
Panda,
pretty
dude. The
cool.
chat is going pretty fast, dude. Like I said, man, I don't know how you keep up with Chat Panda because this thing's just moving on me right now. So,
So Woo Doggies just said that he personally wouldn't pay for that, and I appreciate your honesty. Thank you. That's what I'm asking for. Um, so pray for that service. The biggest concern he has for hosting is security and ensuring everything stays on. Well, let me tell you something about security. I'm a cop. Don't get no more secure than that, right? My facility is in a gated area. I have security at night now, and everything's good with that, right? Security is a huge thing for me. And I guarantee a 95% uptime. And if we're off for a certain amount of time, my insurance will reimburse me. I have that in writing if my customers would like to see that. So, so we're good there. Obviously, I don't have a power redundancy system. I don't have generators and stuff yet because this warehouse is a little small for that, and it would cost way too much money. But I do offer 95% uptime.
whoever
So
asked the question about the Radeon 7s, I will direct you to Red Panda Mining about repadding Radeon 7s. Panda, you could take that over, buddy.
So I have, let's see, I
see if
would
we got
not
any
pay
more
for the extra
questions.
service I'm sending. If I'm sending you all my rigs, then I know you're competent to complete the tasks and keeping them on and in good running condition. I would not pay. Okay, that's fine. And you don't have to. It's just something that I want to offer people. Like, hey, like we have an administration fee, and I include a lot of it in the administration fee. The cleaning, making sure everything's dusted out, like we check everything. Once a month, we'll pull the rig off, open it, look at everything, make sure nothing's burning, all that good stuff. And obviously, we keep very close tabs on the rigs. Um, so all that good stuff. But it's interesting to get your guys' input, right? Because I feel like KiiNG, and this is something I think you'll agree with. I think making decisions as a community and getting everybody in on the discussion is just important when it comes to anything, whether it's hosting or what GPUs to buy or what the plan is, what everybody's going to do. I think involving everybody is just so important. So we can tell he's focused right now because he's like staring at the screen and he's got no expression. This is KiiNG when he's focusing on
I'm
something you're
trying to
talking.
read. Oh, Red Panda says, Radeon 7, hell no, don't even open that thing. Code 43 all day. um, no, I mean, I could see it both ways. Some people don't and maybe do want that service, right? But I think that what you're trying to offer is like they're not customer right 2347, right? You're trying to like give that
Right. I want the
uh
personal touch. I want you
right?
guys to hit me
Yeah.
up if you got a question. Like my customers have my cell phone number. I'm running a small facility. Obviously, if we get big, I'm not going to be giving my cell phone number to everybody. But like for the start, a lot of my customers can send me a text right now and say, "Hey, I'm not sure if you noticed, or can you please reset this for me? Or I just I changed algorithms and it's acting up. Can you go reset it?" And that's great, right? And they hit me up, and but 9 times out of 10, I am human, guys. I do miss stuff, but 9 times out of 10, I see what's going on, and we fix it before you even notice. And I send text messages and notices if the power goes off. So Sean says maybe that's a platinum package kind of thing. Some people want to set it and forget it, and some need that extra attention. True that. So I'm going to look at that, man. I appreciate the honesty. Thank you so much. 83 people still, dude.
So
We got
nice,
83
man.
people in here, man.
It's amazing, man. Thank you guys, everybody, for
Awesome.
coming out, dude. We appreciate it. So,
Awesome.
if
Awesome.
everybody who kind of just who's been joining, we're gonna try to do this every Tuesday. It is gonna be kind of geared a little bit to the new miners. Maybe some people who have been around the scene a little bit, maybe might get some knowledge. But we're here to answer questions, tell you guys about some of our, our pitfalls and maybe things that we need to learn from and mistakes we made that we don't want other people to make. And like I said at the start of the stream, do not get a grow tent. Don't do it. It's a terrible idea.
Yeah, don't I mean, it's not. I think for some people it works. I personally, excuse me, I've never had one, so I wouldn't know. But
It's awful.
yeah, according to the Mining King, do not get a grow tent.
Now, if one of those grow tent companies, right, like AC Infinity, actually like, let's say, had like got some feedback from us, right, to do like a mining edition, right, on the grow tent, to where they could like direct the airflow properly over the cards, then yeah, maybe sure it could work. But until then, I don't think it's worth it. We got
General Voltage is in here, man.
Oh, dude, we got the general in here. Supporting
General Voltage, Max Voltage. Listen, if you guys have any questions regarding flux nodes, specifically on Raspberry Pi, okay, contact Max Voltage. He charges $89 an hour. I'm just kidding. He doesn't charge anything. Max is a really nice guy. So
you gotta have the Cool Whip though to go on your Raspberry Pi. That's the only way it makes it work.
UK Miner asks, how many hash power do I have on ETH? I am currently running 6 gigahash on ETH right now. I do have 1 kilosol on Flux. Yeah, Max, that's a good point, Max. DJ said it. You don't play StarCraft with us anymore. I'm getting offended.
Dude, Max has been working a lot, dude. He's had like one day off.
I know, bro. He has. Max has been. I don't know how he could. I don't know how with the work schedule he has right now because of given the situation over there and to do YouTube. Like, dude, I was telling myself yesterday, like, I gotta do a video, bro. I gotta do a video. Like, I'm just tired, and I'm like, and Max still does his videos, and it's just takes a great deal of dedication. So, shout out there. Shout out to that. Let's see. Calvin Money says, I have a black Zotac 3060 Ti that will only work plugged directly into the motherboard. What am I doing wrong? I want it on a riser. Couple questions there, Caliman. Are you the power, the riser, is it being powered by the same PSU as the GPU? Are they powered by the same thing? Also, how much power, what power supply are you using? That's a pretty open-ended question because there's so many different factors that can be affecting that.
You could have a bad riser, you know what I mean? I don't know if you have all the cables plugged in right. Do you have the actual PCIe ×1 going into the motherboard, you know, the little one that comes from the GPU, right? Is that plugged in correctly? Because if not, you will short out your motherboard real quick.
So, Caliman, if you want, you can hit up me or KiiNG on Discord, and I'm sure we can come up with a solution for you if you want, my man.
Yeah, just like you just send us some pictures of like, you know, what you tried and stuff like that. Maybe we can help you.
UK Crypto Miner, you said the 3080s are impossible to get 100 mega hash on ETH. They're not. And I know a guy who's got 100 mega hash on his 3080s.
You know, the weird thing is everybody told me, hey, Mining King, dude, these 3080s, dude, they're not efficient. And I'm going to tell you, I have my 3080s tuned within 50 kilosols of my 3070s. So
yeah,
it's possible. And I have them at 100.1 mega hash on Ethereum.
Let's give him the overclocks. I think you had the 1375 on the core. I'm going to tag him.
So this might be different though, because he might have LHR 3080s. All my 3080s are non-LHR.
Let me see what
my overclocks are 1075 on the core
1075.
and 2350 on the memory. And I want to say mine are all Micron, I think.
I have to look now. Let me see.
I'm pretty sure.
I gotta look at your form.
I got like everything going on the stream. So yeah, if you want to look, yeah, I think they're Micron though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they're all Micron. Yep.
And I have 2 for the Win 3s and 5.
So he's got
Founders.
He's got Founders Edition. So UK Crypto Miner, I'm gonna put the overclock settings that that we use on our 3080s. You let me know how that works. So you're going to go 1075 on a. I think you just said this, right, King? My bad.
Yeah, 1075. Or if it gets a little unstable, you can move it up to 1100. It's not that much of a difference in wattage. But that's what you're going to want on your core, and then 2350 on your memory. And I get 100.1. And my watts go from 209 to like 228, depending upon Silicon Lottery. You know, you can't control that, but that's where my wattages sit at right now.
Yeah, I just put it in the chat. He's actually right, because not only does his rig do that, but I had a customers that I was tuning to try to get him a little more efficiency, and we actually did get him up. We got him up like 10 mega hash, and we lowered like 15 watts last night, right, on that 3080. So that was pretty cool, and he was definitely happy about that.
Just imagine when he do it on the X12 of 3080s. Yes.
Oh, dude, yeah, we'll probably save like 300 or 400 watts, man, like crazy.
Yeah.
We're going to do that as soon as I plug them back in. That rig was pulling 15 amps, dude.
Ugh,
like that one X12, like crazy, all 3080s. Insane. He had one 3080 Ti in there too. So I mean, he's just pulling a crap ton of power, like just insane.
Oh, the Traveler's Travel did say it and he was saying, is it a 3060 Ti or 3060? So yeah, it'll depend on if you have the very first version of the 3060, where I think you need to have the dummy plug. Which I don't really run any 3060s, so that's really not my thing, but you do have to watch out for the 3060s in the early versions with the dummy plug. That was kind of annoying.
Man, let me tell you, we got a lot of work ahead of us, King.
Yeah. Well, we've been streaming about an hour. If you guys have any last minute questions you guys want us to answer, go ahead and just add us in the chat. We'll probably stay on for another maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and we'll call it a stream. So the goal is to answer you guys' questions on these streams, and we'll try to get some good topics for new people coming into the scene. We're also going to be trying to bring in a lot of new miners. So hopefully one of the miners we did try to bring on tonight, but it was kind of a late notice on our part, is we were trying to bring in New England Crypto. So hopefully next Tuesday we can get New England Crypto in here with us. We're going to try to get other miners in here and other community members and try to get them on the stream. And yeah, man, it'll be real fun.
So Bobby XRP Axelrod, he says, what's our opinion on 30s? Huh?
We're going to have a difference of opinion on this question here.
I know we're going to have a lot of difference of opinion. So KiiNG doesn't like it. He thinks it's a waste. I'll cut you in on that one, right? You get a thumbs up from me because it's essentially the same thing as a 3070.
But you have to increase the core to give it more wattage to get the same hash rate as the 3070. So it's less efficient.
Yeah, kind of. Dude, I have 3060 Ti's that are one of them I got really good Silicon Lottery on. I got 63 mega hash at like 119 watts. Like,
but you're playing the lottery game there. That's what you're playing the lottery.
I have over 42 3060 Ti Founders Editions, and I thought they were like the hottest card like 6 months ago. But honestly, all I'm buying right now are 6700 XTs and 3070 Founders.
Oh, yep. And by the way, I picked up 8 6700 XTs last night for $280 each.
Oh my gosh, dude. I can't. I'm dreading opening up these boxes in the car, bro. Like I'm just like, oh my god. I'm gonna try to get to at least testing them tonight.
Your cell phone address to hit you up anytime. There's a text message telling you to plug in my rigs. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna test them all tonight. I'm gonna try to get them all tested tonight, and get them going. But it's a little late. Usually Yeti helps me with the testing because while they're running, maybe if you're gonna be up for a while. You want to monitor the test rig while I plug them in, so I can do 2 things at once.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, monitor just to make sure, so you can see for yourself what they're doing.
Georgie, yeah, these 8 are. No more cards after this 8.
He's so full of it, man. He's so full of it. I give it like 3 days. He's gonna call me and say, "Hey, Hawk, I need to get like another R8 or 2 more R8s. And do you have any room on that top shelf? Because I'm gonna have to start like giving him my spots, like on my shelf, which would be completely fine. I don't care about that. I've actually had to turn off some of my rigs to put some customers online, and I sold my 2 S19s that were probably using around 40 amps, just because they're just not profitable, and you know, I
Let's see here.
think.
Blake Jones. I have a 3080 Ti in my GPU risers build. You could check out that video. And actually, Austin was the reroll winner. But once again, Harold, if you're in here, I seen your name pop up in here, man. Send me a DM, Harold. I'll do the next day for you. I'll do both you guys. So right now it's on Austin's. It's mining. Right now my 3080 Ti is getting about 118 mega hash at like 260 watts, dude. It's crazy. It's low, and it's only at 90 C on the memory.
Oh my gosh,
dude, it's a For the Win 3, yeah, man. And that thing, I gamed on that. That was my gaming card for like 6 months until I did the custom 6900 XT water block.
yeah. So much work to do. Hope you guys like the new sticker. Some air pockets though. I gotta get them. I gotta, pin it with a really thin pin and take out the air.
Can you mine on a Pel?
Apple.
Oh,
Apple.
Apple. Oh, he misspelled it. Tap.
I said no. I mean, you can technically, but only like 2-3 gig cards that are laptop memory in there. I mean, I wouldn't.
The Mining King does not endorse Apple or Windows mining. I am Hive OS or anticipating the new Mine Farm.
Yeah, the new Mine Farm is going to be.
So another thing to think about, like I know Mine Farm hasn't out yet, and some of these features that Hawk is talking about for his backend with like the GPU pictures and stuff like that. If you check out the video I did on the other Mine Farm where it wasn't a full-on operating system, some of these features is what you can expect in the new Mine Farm if you wanted to check that out. Like there's going to be pictures of GPUs. You'll be able to put in like your thermals, what thermal paste you used, the pads you put on it, when's the last time you did that, and it'll tell you what intervals, you could set intervals like, hey, I want to change my thermal pads once a year or whatever, right? You can set an interval for that and it will remind you. So that's something to really look forward to. I see Hawks
Mine Farm.
We've been going for
I've been up all day, man. Mine Farm is going to be a new someone that DM Mining is asking. Mine Farm is going to be like a new mining software. There's even rumors right now that it may incorporate an exchange where you don't even have to send your stuff. You might be able to exchange it right on the software. And it's something that a couple people in the community are working on. We do know a little bit more, but we're not going to say much because it's not our business to at this moment. But I'm telling you, from the perspective of 2 crypto miners, guys, if you don't use Mine Farm, you're going to be behind the times. So
it will definitely replace Hive OS. So, and it will also be ran by miners like us, you know what I mean? So there'll be constant updates and changes and feedback from the community and stuff like that. So
actually going to be a decentralized mining software. So like I've already offered to put a node or server at my warehouse to support it. So the redundancy on the system is going to be very, very, very good. It's going to be backed up all over the place. So it's going to be like probably the next big thing when it comes to that. So yeah, I mean, I hear you, Grant. I see Grant just said change scares me. It changes, but that's how you grow. Stepping out of that comfort zone is how you grow. Like you're never going to grow if you stay in your circle.
Right there is what everybody's scared of right now when it comes to Ethereum, right? Everybody's scared of the change.
I'm sorry, I fell asleep. You were talking about Ethereum.
just those couple. You have how many 6700s you got over there?
What?
How
What,
many?
me?
How many you got on your desk?
Just one.
Oh, you need to get
This
it
is
probably
mine.
like two more, and then I'll consider that payment for the $1,000 bet that you made me.
uh,
All right, guys.
uh,
I think we're gonna call this a stream. I know Hawk. It's late where Hawk is. He's 3 hours ahead of me, so I know he still has more work to do at the warehouse, and he obviously has some other YouTube stuff to do. So we're gonna call it. We'll be back next Tuesday. Hopefully, we can get New England here, so that would be really awesome. We plan on having lots of other miners and people in the community come on. So it's been fun, man. I really like this podcast. I can't wait to see what episode 2 holds, which episode 2 will be on Hawk's channel. So next Tuesday, come see Hawk, and we'll be over at the Hawk Crypto Mining YouTube channel. All right, guys. This is the Mining King and Mr. Hawk Crypto Mining.